Hi everyone, I'm Shooting Cats. So today I'm gonna show you the last part of how I made the decorations and background effects for my level called Blue Underground. So I'm gonna go to a new level, just do BUDeco 2. So the last Q part is the one we're going for. So make the color background somewhere like this dark blue again, ground black, and then also the line, and also make the background blank. So let's start with the decorations. So how I did these decorations is first I make a layout. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. Alright, when you're done with the layout, select all the objects, go to edit object, then color channel 2, and copy color background. So it's gonna copy the color of the background, yeah. Then go brightness a little bit up, somewhere like 1.5, and then it should look like this. Now go to layer, no wait, select the whole thing again, if you haven't, and then move it by half a block. If you're a PC user, then you can do this. Select this object, and then it's gonna like fracture the whole grid into 4 pieces. Select the whole thing, then go back to build and use WASD keys to move it around by half a block. I'm gonna move it to the right by half a block. And this is how you do it. Now it's in the middle. But if you're not a PC user, but you're a mobile user, then let me show you how I do it. So go to edit and then press these arrows 7 times. Well, this arrow 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this mini arrow 2 times. 1, 2. And now it's in the middle as well. Now what we're gonna do is go to layer 1 and then use the thickest objects right here, and then make something like this, as you can see, and do it to all the objects. Right here, let's move this a bit forward. Actually, the whole thing, something like this, and then this right here, and then this right here. And then it should look like this. When you're done with this, go back to layer 1, then select the whole objects, and remember, remove the glow. And then go here, and then make it like blue. Somewhere like this. And also, don't fade. Now, go to layer 2, go to the spike section, and we're gonna use these, like, cubic spikes. Then choose color like blue, and then just fill the spaces like this. And then it should look like this now. You can just go back to layer 2, but I'm just gonna select the whole thing and go to edit group, don't fade, and also glow off. Now go to layer 3, and now we're gonna do the shading. So go to gradient section, then use these gradients. And now let me remember how I did it. Yes, so go to color channel 4, copy color channel background, and then make saturation 0.6, brightness hold way up, and then opacity 0.4, I think, and also, no, not blending. Yeah, I think this is correct. Now move it to the middle. Remember on PC how I did it. No, it actually didn't need to put this. Just select this one, then select this, and then just use WASDs to move it. And now do the whole thing to all the decorations. Here. No, it makes it. Now it should look like this. It's gonna add a bit of shading at the top, but not much. So we're gonna go back to this thing, and then opacity 0.6. And now you should see the little bit of shading. Alright, and also I added also these pipeline objects, these mini ones on the sides as well. Color channel 3, where is the light blue, and then do this to all of the decorations. Remove all the unnecessary objects when needed, but now we're just gonna fill all of them. I'm not very good at precision. Remove all the unnecessary objects. Remember to select the whole thing, and then edit group, don't fade. And then it should look like this. Beautiful. Let's do a start position. And also I forgot to choose a song, so choose a song that you want. And I'm just gonna use this song and then delay it. Alright, let's hear this. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit something off. So I'm gonna go to layer 6. Actually, yeah, layer 6, and then make a little elevator. How to do it? So we're gonna do something like this. Choose a group, which will be 1. We don't care about don't fade or glow. We're gonna make it invisible. So let's go to alpha trigger. It's gonna make the objects transparent. So this is opacity. As you can see, at the left, transparent on the way, and no fade time. Go to preview mode so you can actually see where the object is. Then use a move trigger, and actually do something like this. Then choose group 1, lock to player X for about 2 seconds. Let me check. Also, here's a tip. Go to main menu, go to this, and then turn on duration lines. And these are the duration lines. It will show you how long it actually takes. Yeah, it will be fine. And then we're gonna count how much blocks does it need to go down to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks down. So it means 50 minus 50. So on y-axis, it basically goes vertically up or down. If the number is negative, and it's gonna go down. If the number is positive, it's gonna go up. But we need it to go down. Alright, here we go. So minus 50, and then we're gonna do a teleporter right here. Then adjust it somewhere right here. And then make this invisible as well. Preview mode, and now let's see how it is. Alright, we're done with the decorations. Basically. Now the background effects. It contains also 3 parts. The first is the easiest one, the crosses. Select these objects, and then basically go crazy. And it should look something like this. Now we're gonna copy the objects, then move them by 1 layer down, Z order. Okay, we're gonna move them a little bit somewhere up, somewhere to the left, and then we're gonna choose a color channel 5, black, and then 0.2 opacity, and then it should look like this. Now we want them to go up, so select the whole thing, add group 2, then B4, Z layer, don't fade. Now we want them to move up. But first we're gonna do an alpha trigger at the start. So group 2, I remember. Yes, it was group 2. No, not this one. But at the side of the level, here it is. Then fade time 0, opacity 0. Then here. Then move them up So, with the move trigger, somewhere about 10 seconds up. And how much do we want it to go? About 200. And then group 2. Also, we wanted to lock to player X for about 10 seconds, yes, and then remove this. Okay, and now we want them to rotate as well. So, target group 2, we don't have a sensor group, they're just gonna all spin by themselves. 360, about 3 times, and then it's gonna take about 30 seconds. And now we must see how it looks. Now it looks like this. Alright, now the second part is the wave. It takes the longest, but if you know how to do it, it's gonna be pretty easy. So I'm gonna go to layer 10, where I usually do the background effects. Now I'm gonna make a line out of these, somewhere like here. Then I'm gonna make it, select color channel 6, copy color background, but we're not gonna do brightness 1.5, which is the same as those decoration object color. So we're gonna do brightness somewhere 1.3. Now it should look like this. Select the whole thing, assign it to a group, don't fade as well, and this time we're gonna do be free layer because we want them in front of those crosses. Now we're gonna get a move trigger, copy the group ID, which is free in my case, lock to player X as well, let them go for about 10 seconds with the player, and then another move trigger, but this time not with the lock player to X, but move up by 2 blocks, which is basically 20 up, and then we're gonna copy it again, but this time it's gonna go down by 2 blocks, somewhere like here. And now the wave part, let's initiate it. So copy paste, move it forward, build helper. Build helper basically lets you adjust your workflow, basically assigns a new group to them every time. So as you can see, I already have different groups for them. Alright, let's move these things up a bit. These ones, without including the 10th group move objects. Now we're gonna select these and then this last object, and then do the same thing. Not this, but this. And now we ran out of space again, so we're gonna do this without including the 19th group move objects. So it should be something like this, then this somewhere right here. Now let's do the same thing again. And I think it's gonna be enough. Okay, now move them up, somewhere right here, and then move these up, somewhere right here. And now with all these triggers who have locks of layer X, we're just gonna move them inside here so we don't like spread them out, and the whole thing is gonna be less even. Alright, somewhere like this, somewhere like... Alright, we're done with this, now we need to do with this as well. And there we go. Now, we're gonna copy the whole thing. Yes, I said the whole thing. And then, move it up by 2 blocks. And then, I'm gonna, like, leave it somewhere like here. Then, build helper. Now they're assigned to their own groups again. But this time, we're gonna color this somewhere. So, selecting a color channel, copy color background. But this time, brightness 1.7. We're gonna link this object. And then we're gonna make it Z order -8. And then it should look like this now. Jesus, so many objects here. Hope you're with me right now and understand all the things that I'm doing right now. Alright, now we're here. So this is right, so it's gonna be free layer, Z layer, and don't fade. And now, the moment of truth, it should look like this. Let's actually wait. I forgot some things. The following thingy must be somewhere right here. Then as well alpha trigger for all of these objects, but I can make things a little bit more easier. Basically select the whole thing to a new group, and then it's gonna do the whole thing, as you can see. Just one group. Alright, 49th group, then opacity 1, yes, yes, and then now it should look like this. Wait, what? Oh wait, I forgot. Let's do this. Which group did they start from? 26. Where is this 26 group? God. Hate this. 20, yes, right here. Actually, we don't need these groups. Wait, I forgot. We just basically delete this, then I'm gonna also link this, copy, and then just switch places. Oh, that's how I did it. And then assign it here. Now I know. What is this? But it's a little bit too high for us, so you're gonna lower it somewhere like here. Now it should look like this. And now the final part for the whole background thingy is the shading. Alright, now I must understand where is the object. Okay, this is the object, so we're gonna do this. So, we're not gonna do too much. And do something like this, and like this, yes. Alright, now I'm gonna select the whole thing, don't fade. B4 layer, no, B3 layer, and then Z order -7. Assign it to a new group, 50, and then do this. Oh, actually, it's a bit too much. Why is it like that? It shouldn't be like this way. Let me try again. So, like this. Then. Okay, now like this. Then, like this. Okay, here we go. And now it should look good, but first we need to assign it to a new color channel. Black with 0.1 opacity. Now it should look fine. And there we go. And now we're gonna assign it to a new group, 50, don't fade. Then make it move with us. Somewhere like here. Then group 50, lock to player X, 10 seconds. Alpha, 50, ID, and this, yes. And then, oops. Like this. Go back to preview mode, and then expand this thing. No, I didn't want to ruin it. Like this. Alright, and now it should look like this. What? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. I think it's a little bit too much in the shading. Wait, let's try again. 0.05 opacity. My bad. And B3 layer. I forgot about this thing. Okay, there we go. Now it should look better. And it's... Wait, which group are these? Okay, B3, -7. Oh, and then this is 8. Oh, okay. And this must be -9. Now it should look good. Can't remember those things. There we go. Now we're done with this. We're done with this. Now what we're gonna do is go back to layer 0, then go use these pulses now. I'm gonna use copy color background, then make it blue, and then do this. So basically, what is the pulse effect? It's gonna make a pulse for your color. So basically, this is when it's without it, and this is what's with it. As you can see, it pulses the background because I selected the channel ID background, so it should color the background the way I want it. We'll pulse it. Fade in, basically, how long does it take to make the color fade in? Hold is how long does the color need to stay, and then fade out is how long does the color need to fade out. Yeah, an exclusive, I really don't understand it. Alright, and then use it for every snare or clap. There we go, every clap now. And then now we're gonna copy the whole thing. Then go color ID 8, and then it should look like this. Alright. Now we forgot one last thing, which is not for the background, but it's the whole shading for the whole level. So make a gradient effect out of it again. Something like this, then yeah, then do this, and then like this. There we go. And then make it T3, and then make it somewhere like this. Don't fade, assign it to a new group, B1. And there's something wrong here again. Yep. Be right back. Oh my goodness. Now I'm thinking to myself, can I really call this video a tutorial, where I even am really can't remember how I did these things? Here we go. And then, there we go. Now it looks fine. Here, and T3. And then, a little more like this. Okay. Now, link it. Now rotate the whole thing. And move it somewhere a bit up. Then, copy color background, and wait, I must make a new color channel. Copy color background, then saturation 0.6, brightness hold the way up, opacity 0.4, and then blending. Now it should look like, wait, that's a bit too much, wait. Brightness 1. No, it's still not fine. Wait, and then 0.2, I guess. Wait, let's make it a bit more, somewhere 30. Yeah, good enough. 51. Right here. 10 seconds. Multiplier X, and alpha trader right here, 51. Yes, keep the same, and then, here we go. Now it should look like this. Or maybe a bit too much shading at the bottom, so we're gonna lower this whole thing. Somewhere like here. Now it should look like this. There we go. That's it. Last part done. We're done with this series where I show you how I made those decorations and background effects from my level called Blue Underground. Finally. Oh, that was a lot of work. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and also subscribe to my channel. And see you in another video. Bye!